Hello everyone. One of the 5 people accused of assisting Thabo Bester in his brazen escape from prison pretended to extinguish the fire in cell 35, supposedly occupied by Bester. On Friday, the Bloemfontein Magistrate Court head Sinohe Matsora was on the phone the entire time while the cell was on fire, but made other officials on duty in the early hours of that morning believe he was extinguishing the blaze. This came out during the testimony of a state witness during the bail hearing of 5 former G4S employees. The officer told the court that around midnight, there was an indication of smoke in the section of the prison called Broadway. Matsora had stationed himself at the section and was on duty with a junior official. The section has 2 levels, and Matsora and junior official went to inspect the smoke. According to the officer, Matsora went straight to the first floor where cell 35 was located, and other officials went to inspect other ground floor. Matsora then informed his colleague there was no smoke. He also told them about an inmate who had been complaining of being short of breath. He instructed the official to attend to that inmate, and he was then left alone in Broadway. When the official reached the cell of that inmate, he had to wait for a supervisor to open for him as per protocol of the prison. He said the officer tried to call Matsora, but he was not responding on the 2-way radio. Then just after 3 a.m. an alarm was raised that cell 35 was on fire. During that time, Matsora is said to have made others believe he was extinguishing the fire, but that was not the case. The fire was finally put out, and the body believed to be that of Bester was found in the cell, and it was believed he had committed suicide. Earlier, the court heard that Lipolo had disabled the CCTV camera in the Broadway section. The court also heard that the body of Katlego Bereng, which was used as a decoy in Bester's escape, was kept for 5 days in a section of the prison called the dark room. The police officer told the court that the body was claimed by Dr Nandipha from the National Hospital in Bloemfontein. Makudumana had told the officials she was assisting the family of a deceased prisoner with funeral arrangements. The body was brought in by Matsora using a vehicle hired by Makudumana's father, Zolile Sekelani. The vehicle was hired at OR Tambo International Airport on 27 April and arrived in Bloemfontein, driven by Sekelani on 29 April. When the body was claimed by Dr Nandipha and driven to Mangaung Correctional Center by Matsora. The body was hidden in a bag which was put under the TV stand that Matsora drove in with. The officer also told the court that Matsora had gained entry to the prison using an entrance where he would have usually have needed to have a pass. The vehicle was also supposed to be searched. On the day he smuggled the body in, Matsora was off duty. The body was kept overnight in the workshop section of the prison. It was then moved the next day by Lipolo to the dark room. He used a trolley bin to move the body as he was pretending to clean the prison yard. The body was kept in the dark room in the Broadway section where single cells are located. The officer went on to say Bester left the prison dressed in a G4S uniform and walked out with Lipolo and Matsora. He said Johnson and Makotsa were on duty that night as CCR controllers responsible for electronically opening certain doors at the prison. Please subscribe for more news.